I want to tell you a story, a true story. It's about a moment that changed everything for me. A few years ago, I was just like you. I studied English every day. I memorized vocabulary lists. I learned grammar rules. I watched movies with subtitles. I did everything the books told me to do. But something was wrong. I could read English. I could write English. I could even understand English when others spoke. But when it was my turn to speak, my mind went blank. The words were there, somewhere in my head, but I couldn't find them. I felt stuck. I felt frustrated. I felt like giving up. I remember that day clearly. It was a Tuesday. I was sitting in my room, staring at my English textbook. I had been studying for 3 hours. My head was full of words and rules. I thought I was making progress. Then my phone rang. It was a friend from another country. She spoke English fluently. She wanted to chat. My heart started racing. I was nervous. I answered the call. "Hi. How are you?" she said. "Hi. I am fine," I replied. My voice was shaking. I couldn't form a proper sentence. I was translating everything in my head, word by word, sentence by sentence. It was slow. It was painful. It was embarrassing. She kept talking, and I kept struggling. I understood her perfectly, but I couldn't respond. I felt like a child learning to speak for the first time. After 5 minutes, I made an excuse and hung up. I felt defeated. That night, I asked myself a question that would change everything. The question was simple, but it was powerful. Why can I understand English but not think in English? I had studied so much. I had spent so many hours. I had done everything right. So why was I still struggling? That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about that question. I realized something important. I was treating English like a subject to study, not like a language to live. I was memorizing words, but I wasn't using them. I was learning rules, but I wasn't practicing them. I was studying English, but I wasn't thinking in English. That was the problem. I had never trained my brain to think in English. I had only trained my brain to translate. The next morning, I made a decision that would change my life forever. I decided to stop translating. I decided to start thinking. That morning, when I woke up, instead of thinking in my native language, I said to myself in English, "I need to get up. I need to brush my teeth. I need to have breakfast." It felt strange. It felt unnatural. It felt like I was acting. But I kept going. When I walked to work, I described everything I saw in English. The sky is blue today. That tree is tall. The coffee shop is busy. When I was at work, I thought about my tasks in English. I need to finish this report. I need to send this email. I need to prepare for the meeting. Every time I caught myself translating, I stopped. I took a deep breath. And I tried again. It was hard. So hard. My brain wanted to go back to the old habit. My brain wanted the easy way out. But I didn't give up. I kept pushing. The first week was difficult. My head hurt. My brain felt tired. I was constantly searching for words. I made so many mistakes. My inner voice sounded awkward and slow. But something magical started to happen. By the second week, it got a little easier. By the third week, it got even easier. By the fourth week, I noticed something amazing. I was thinking in English without even trying. I was walking down the street, and I realized, wait, I'm thinking in English right now. I didn't even notice. I was cooking dinner, and I realized, I'm narrating my actions in English. This is becoming natural. I was watching a movie, and I realized, I'm not translating anymore. I'm just understanding. That's when I understood the secret. The secret to thinking in English is not learning more words. The secret is using the words you already know, every single day, without stopping, without translating. Then came the day that changed everything. It was a Saturday. I was at a coffee shop. I was reading a book in English. A man sat down next to me. He looked at my book and smiled. "That's a great book," he said in English. "Are you enjoying it?" I looked up. My heart started racing. This was the moment I had been preparing for. I took a deep breath, and I responded, "Yes, I am. It's my second time reading it." The author has such a unique way of writing. The words came out. They flowed naturally. I wasn't translating. I wasn't struggling. I was just speaking. We talked for an hour. About the book. About life. About everything. I didn't make many mistakes. And when I did, I didn't care. I kept going. When he left, he said, "Your English is really good. How long have you been speaking?" I smiled. "A few years," I said. "But I only started thinking in English recently." He looked confused. "What do you mean?" I laughed. "It's a long story. But I'll tell you this. The secret is not learning English. The secret is living English." That day, I realized I had finally done it. I had trained my brain to think in English. So what did I learn from all of this? What can you learn from my story? Here are the most important lessons I discovered. First, thinking in English is a skill. And like any skill, it needs practice. You can't just study it. You have to do it. Every single day. Second, your inner voice is your best teacher. Talk to yourself in English. Narrate your day. Describe your surroundings. This is how your brain learns to think in the language. Third, stop worrying about mistakes. Your thoughts are private. Nobody can hear them. So make mistakes. Make lots of mistakes. This is how you learn. Fourth, immersion is powerful. Surround yourself with English. Listen to podcasts. Watch TV shows. Read books. Make English a part of your life. Fifth, be patient. This takes time. You won't change overnight. But if you keep going, you will get there. Let me give you some practical tips that helped me. These are simple things you can do starting today. Tip 1. Start your day in English. When you wake up, think about your plans for the day in English. Today, I need to go to work. I have a meeting at 10 a.m. I need to buy groceries after work. Tip 2. Describe your environment. When you're walking or driving, describe what you see. That building is tall. The street is busy. The weather is warm today. Tip 3. Narrate your actions. When you're cooking, cleaning, or working, say what you're doing. I'm washing the dishes. I'm writing an email. I'm checking my phone. Tip 4. Use visualization. When you learn a new word, create a picture in your mind. Don't translate. See the word. Feel the word. Experience the word. Tip 5. Change your devices to English. Your phone, your computer, your social media. Make English the default language in your life. These tips are simple, but they are powerful. Start today, start small, and keep going. Now, let me tell you about the transformation that happened after that day. I started speaking English with more confidence. I stopped second-guessing myself. I stopped worrying about grammar. I stopped apologizing for my mistakes. I started expressing my real thoughts, my real feelings, my real personality. In English, my conversations became deeper. My connections became stronger. My opportunities became bigger. I got a new job that required English. I traveled to countries where I only spoke English. I made friends from around the world. I shared my story. I helped others. English stopped being a subject I studied. It became a tool I used. A tool to connect. A tool to grow. A tool to live. And it all started with one decision. One simple decision to stop translating and start thinking. That decision changed everything. So here's my message to you. If you're struggling to think in English, don't give up. You're not alone. We all go through this. The frustration, the doubt, the fear. But remember this. You already have everything you need to succeed. You have the words. You have the knowledge. You have the ability. Now you just need to unlock it. And the key is simple. Start thinking in English. Right now, today, start small. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. And never stop practicing. One day, without even realizing it, you will wake up and notice that your natural way of thinking is in English. And when that day comes, you'll feel a new kind of freedom. A freedom that nobody can take away from you. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it inspired you. I hope it motivated you. I hope it showed you that anything is possible. Now go out there and start thinking in English. You can do this. I believe in you. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next video.